yourself.
Getting hit with a Freako in 2024 is crazy. Getting hit with a Freako in 2024 is crazy. 9 times out of 10, I don't wish jail on nobody. I swear to God, I really don't. I don't have nothing against Diddy, his kids, nothing. I just gotta say it though. A Freako is wild. I never seen a Freako indictment. For the feds to pull up and say, yo, you are too freaky for society, come with me, is unbelievably outrageous.
What's going on with all my billionaires out there? This the guy, Hoods Billionaire. Welcome to Hoods Billionaire TV. Big favor, big abundance. On today's episode, we gonna be talking about 50 Cent throwing shots at Diddy and trolling. Let's talk about it. So 50 did not waste no time to come take some shots at Diddy and troll him while he was down in this particular situation that's going on after the feds then ran in his cribs in Miami, LA. I'm here in New York also as well. They got search warrants. There's obviously something that they're looking for. They're saying that the feds do have, I believe, 5 witnesses already that have already spoken, 4 women and 1 man, and given pretty much enough evidence that they were able to validate that they were able to get a judge to approve a search warrant. So, a lot of different things been going on. 50, who has been trolling Diddy for years and speaking against Diddy and this type of behavior for years. He been talking about this, always trolled Diddy, always talked about this type of stuff Diddy into. He not into how Diddy move, so he never went to none of them parties. He never kicked it with Diddy. So he just never wanted to be in that space, and with how Diddy move. And with some of the stuff that's being alleged, I kind of can see why. And they don't even know, kind of can see why. Like, I know why. You know what I mean? And I don't think it's just like the man-on-man activity. It's just like the other things that they talking about. But 50 had to speak on the situation. 50 gonna be 50. 50 gonna troll. 50 gonna say his piece. That's just how 50 move. So it wasn't really no way for him to get away from that. 50 was gonna do his thing and be petty and move how 50 move, cause that's just how 50 Cent is. And he definitely took some time to throw a couple of shots at Diddy and let him know. First thing he said was, now it's not Diddy do it, it's Diddy done. They don't come like that unless they got a case. And he not lying about that. That's 100% true. Feds not coming unless they got a good case. Okay. It's just got real. The feds in all the cribs. And they got the kid. Damn, they got the kids in cuffs. It was crazy that they had Lil Justin and King in cuffs. Ninja ran off and left the kids in the whole ish. Yo, he doing the race. Said F it. So as you can see, 50 is definitely, gonna throw his shots in there and say his little stuff and throw his little jabs. But I mean, this all comes down to that type of behavior, man. Like I said, that's that new age Sodom and Gomorrah. Now, this is all alleged. Right? It's all alleged information. This is all alleged, right? But the feds don't come unless there's something there, right? And if any of these things are true, then hey, I mean, you gotta pay the piper for the things that you were doing, right? Flying young, if this is all alleged, right? Because it is for trafficking, human trafficking, right? If you flew an underage girl to you and gave her drugs and had sex with her, that's against the law. If you did that, if you flew a grown woman out and gave her drugs without her consent, knowing that you were doing it with the intent to have intercourse with her, that's against the law. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? If you male or female, and anything you do with the minor is against the law. If you have video evidence of people and you told them that you would hurt their career or blackball them, or you use that tape or information that you had in any way to make them move a certain way, that's against the law. if you hired people to do illegal things for you, that's against the law. So that's what I think a lot of people are starting to understand. If you was moving like that and you were doing the things that the feds clearly have enough evidence to get federal judges to sign off on search warrants for, those are things that are against the law. And what you might be thinking of is like, oh man, that's crazy, or what is he really doing? All of those things that I just named that are being alleged are illegal acts, stuff that you can't do. So we don't know if Diddy did it or not, right? But at the end of the day, like I said, like 50 said, if the feds came, it's for a reason. Feds not just coming for no reason. Feds not just running in 3 of Diddy homes for no reason. They got some clear-cut evidence that they've been able to validate, which made them be able to run up in the house, right? So we got to see what happens next. But I mean, I can't imagine it not leading to criminal charges. I mean, that's just a logical next step. We're probably gonna see some criminal charges come from this. I mean, it might be a month or 2 or 3 or 4, but there's probably gonna be some criminal charges coming for Diddy. So I mean, he got to be ready to do what he got to do. He might take a book out of Russell Simmons' book and go fly to Bali and be out somewhere where it ain't no extradition laws, and he can be there and be safe. But knowing Diddy, he might fight it. He is a billionaire, but it's hard to fight the feds, and especially the amount of time they gonna give you unless you give up some information. And if that's the case, what type of information do you think Diddy got on some people? What type of information you think Diddy got on some people? Yeah, Diddy, that's a lot. Diddy, I'd hate to see any type of weird Epstein type stuff happen to Diddy. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, he is a black mogul, self-made, but like I said, living in a dark lifestyle. That dark lifestyle is always gonna come back. The energy you put out is always gonna come back. That dark lifestyle will come back. And now it's coming back in a major way. It got your kids getting put in handcuffs. Even if they was detained, your son should not be getting detained and put in handcuffs behind no federal allegations that involve you in human trafficking and racketeering. Like, come on, man. They about to R. Kelly this man. This is not finna be no light case. This is the feds. They're not playing. They know who they dealing with, and they feel like they got a really good case. And 50 see that, and he is laughing at Diddy pain. I mean, that's just 50. That's who he is. He always been this guy. One thing y'all got to give 50 credit on, he never switched up. He always been this guy, and he did it with everybody. He did it with Oprah. He did it with Diddy. He did it with anybody he felt like was on some funny stuff. He not afraid to call him out. So it is what it is. We gonna see what happens though with this whole case. It is crazy. It is crazy. And hip hop, man, this kind of some of the dark truths that's coming out about this beautiful thing that we love, that we call hip hop, that's inspired by our culture, but there's some darkness in it too, so hopefully that'll clear up a couple of things, and we can get back on the right track and we get back to enjoying and loving this music. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. It's the guy Hoods Billionaire, Big Favor, Big Abundance. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. This the guy Hoods Billionaire, Big Favor, Big Abundance. I'm gone.